Hey guys, what's going on? It is your old pal CHH here. A lot of people were asking me if I was ever going to talk about the new 2025 Return of the Living Dead. There's a lot of people that think that the movie may not happen. And, you know, there's been a lack of updates from pretty much anybody online, much less me. And the reason is there wasn't much to talk about. I mean, I'd covered Alexander Ward doing the makeup test stuff and the stuff for that teaser trailer where he was dragging the Christmas tree in the cemetery. We talked about that. And we talked about the release date. I mean, the release date's supposed to be Christmas 2025. Now, the question is it still coming out during that time? Obviously, I don't know for sure, but like the promotional Facebook reels I'll see every now and again online still show it as coming out in 2025. But there are actually some finally some new things to talk about. So this Instagram reel, people started sharing me this from Victoria Venon, and she had this Instagram reel where she was at, I think it was San Diego Comic-Con or one of the Comic-Cons, where they actually had an update panel with the director, Alexander Ward, another girl who's in the film, another actress, her name's slipping me at this moment, and another big name actor, which we'll talk about in a second. But the first thing I want to talk about is they did show some new footage. I think it was fairly brief, but here, I'll get a screenshot. You could see this close-up shot of Tarman in the film. Now, the one thing that was interesting in this little mini interview that Victoria Venon did at the convention was she asked Alexander Ward, what can fans expect from this Tarman? And he says, this Tarman is going to be, you know, nothing like you've seen before. But he also made a point to kind of stop and say, but don't worry for the fans. It's not like Tarman's not going to be like Tarman, but you'll see what I mean when you see the movie.
Man, it's going to be a little different than you remember. Don't get too worried. Still the same guy. You'll know what I mean when you see it.
So, I mean, whatever that means, I guess we'll find out. The look looks more like a skeleton than more of like that gooey, mucky, brown, you know, sludgy character, which I understand you got to make changes and update stuff. You don't want to do it the exact same. And the plus side is, if you guys didn't see the previous updates, the guy that did the makeup for the film, believe it or not, is Tony Gardner, which makes this even more interesting because Tony Gardner is doing the makeup on the Trash's Revenge film. So, you know, I guess he's staying busy with that, which Tony Gardner, I think the way it was described from Beverly Randolph, she didn't hold any ill will towards him for that, for any reason, because there's a lot of bad blood, I think, between the Trash's Revenge people and the Return of the Living Dead people. Apparently, there's back and forth lawsuits. Beverly Randolph has talked about this all over Facebook, but apparently, like, nobody... Tony Gardner, he's got to work. So I get that, especially if you're a makeup effects guy in today's world. I'm assuming it's not that easy. So we did get some new images of Tarman. I don't know if the trailer, this footage, this teaser stuff was shown anywhere else besides this reel on Instagram. I'll have it linked. But the other thing that's of importance to note is we have a new actor that is attached to the project that has a big name. And color me surprised, that was Devon Sawa. Yeah, Devon Sawa is now in this new Return of the Living Dead film, which obviously gives this film, I'm not going to say credibility. I'm not saying it didn't have credibility already, but, you know, now we've got that big name. We've got that Donald Pleasance kind of name attached to it, or that, you know, John Saxon. What do I mean by that? Back in the 80s, a lot of projects that... maybe weren't super big budget projects, they would always have a bigger name attached to it that people knew to make it feel, I don't want to say more credible, but at the same point, I guess that's what it is. It's not a negative, it's business, it's how things work. So obviously Devon Sawa has a huge fan base. And what he described about doing this was he wanted to do this. He was a huge fan. So he talked about working on Chucky with Tony Gardner, who obviously Tony Gardner, I think, took over Kevin Yeager's position on the Child's Play films at a certain point. I think Tony started in Seed, if memory serves. So when Tony came on to do the show, he obviously worked with Devon Sawa, and he said that he would always wear a Return of the Living Dead shirt on set of Chucky. And Tony said, hey, you know, we're going to be rebooting that. And apparently this got out to Devon, and Tony reached back out to Devon and said, "Do you want to be a part of the project?" And Devon even said that I think now this was shown in this teaser, that in this teaser he's dressed up as Santa and he gets blasted or attacked by Tarman or something to that effect.
It's been a ball. It's been a lot of fun. I just like that I shot a Christmas scene in the middle of summer in Los Angeles, full Santa hat, being chased by Tarman. That's all I can really talk about, but it was awesome.
He did say, this was the important thing, he did say that he filmed this in the summer. So this means that Devon Sawa has already apparently filmed stuff for the film. They're not really saying what all has been filmed yet publicly. So the question still remains, is this movie going to come out in 2025? Like I said, there obviously is a big chance this could get pushed back, but at the same time, their promotional stuff that you'll see, like if you ever just go on Facebook and scroll through reels, every now and again you get a paid reel. Well, I always see the one for Return of the Living Dead, the new movie, and it always says Christmas 2025. So they've certainly promoted it and pushed it to be a 2025 release. The only question now is, will that happen? How much has been filmed? And, other than that, I guess we're going to just see what the movie is. Obviously, I know a lot of people are interested in seeing this for a number of reasons. The good news is having Tony Gardner and Devon Sawa definitely gives the movie a feeling of like, okay, that's good to know. But it's still too early to really be able to judge what we're going to be getting. They've kept it really close to the cuff in terms of what they put out there. So that's the update. I don't know if this is going to sway people's opinion about this one way or the other, but for me, it's like, okay, it's definitely more on the more positive side than negative. To have, obviously, Tony Gardner is a big deal. And the gentleman that's playing Tarman was, I think, the vampire from, the name slipping me, I love the movie, but the vampire from Salem's Lot. So Alexander Ward is a skilled character actor and a performer. So I don't really have much worry about the gentleman playing Tarman either. So, we're not looking too bad. Let's just hope we're going to get, something, a step up from Killer Goats and Fog City. But that's the update for now, guys. Obviously, if there's more, I would love to talk about it, but that's where we're going to leave it for right here, guys. That's the update. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Return of the Living Dead 2025, and if you think it's going to come out in 2025, that's the question. Take it easy, guys, and I'll talk to y'all very, very soon. Bye. Giant thank you to all of my Patreon supporters. Without you guys, this would not be possible. To get behind the scenes photos, videos, music, private live streams, and much more, you can subscribe to my Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Thank you to my patrons.